Morning, everyone. Happy Friday.
Let's get this thing on. There we go. All right, guys. So jump on, jump on, jump on. We're gonna do a couple blessings and get this party started. Listen, you guys got to be
Yeah,
thinking about right.
reach out to your partners. Jump them on, okay? Let them know that this is going on. Josh, good to see you. I mentioned that this was happening when we met in Miami,
Yes, sir. Good
and
morning. Good morning.
he's like, I
The
want in,
invite.
and he's here. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys a story about something we started a couple of weeks that you know. Sometimes you hear something, especially in agent attraction, it's like this angle and that angle and this angle, and you have to say, you know what, I'm going to do this one thing, right? And I told Vincent, I was like, hey man, I'm going to do this thing. I saw this, I saw somebody else do this, and it's basically the I see you script. I see you, right? And it's three lines.
Okay, good.
And I just started doing it little by little by little. Some of them I send a video, some I just send a text message, and this is all it sounds like. I see you. I see the work you're putting in. I'm giving you a heads up. Keep rocking it. Let me actually go through the actual thing. So I pulled up a list of those people who did a deal. Hey man, I see you crushing it. You closed that deal on Wildwood. Man, keep rocking it. That was it. I see you. I see your brand. Keep crushing it. That was it. I see you. I see your brand. Keep crushing it. Imagine if Soul, you got a video text message from somebody in your marketplace. And it was, hey, Soul, I saw you sold that property over in Wildwood. I see your brand. You're doing great videos right now. Keep crushing it. Just want to tell you, right? The crazy part about that was I sent it to people this week that I don't know. Like literally just pick people that I don't really know. I just saw that they had done a deal and I was like, all right. And the crazy part about it was like, oh man, I'm watching your videos all the time and blah, blah. And I was like, okay, there's some connection there I didn't even know. So I've got Candace, who I talked to this week, which was a girl who's in my marketplace who closed the deal. It was like her sixth deal for the year, but it was her first year, right? So 6 deals in her first year. Last year for me is phenomenal, right? I mean, this year it's phenomenal, right? But in talking with her, it's just like, yeah, because honestly, I got kind of lucky. I had some friends that came through and I did a deal with them. I don't have a clue how I'm going to do this in 2026. That was it. And that came, by the way, they started off in a text message. I was like, is it okay if I give you a call? Boom. So I got a business planning event I'm actually going to be doing on the 26th. And I'm like, you know what? I'm the 16th. I'm going to invite her to that. I see you. I see what you're doing. I see your brand. There's a lot of people on social media right now that you can click on their social media and just light them up. Hey man, just want to let you know I've been enjoying your videos. I hope business is crushing it for you. What's your plan for 2026? Ask them an engaging question. I'm telling you, just letting people be seen, letting these people know they're being appreciated it's ironically ironically in this world that we live in, so rare, right? For someone to come out of the blue and just compliment somebody that's not selling them anything. And then the one thing I changed this week to that script is, what's your plan for 2026? Right? Hey, I see you. You're crushing it. I love what you're putting on videos. It's like, how are you going to level this up from next year? What's your plan? Because you're doing so many cool things right now. It's like, I can't wait to see what you're doing next year. So hopefully you guys have started these videos. We started this a couple of weeks ago. And all I asked you to do is send 2 videos a day, right? 2 videos a day to anyone in your marketplace. And I just wanted to add a few pieces to that portion, right? So when I told you the last time is identify people, make sure you got your 100-person list, right? And identify those people that you want to send in. Just go just straight down the list. Don't overthink it, right? But also go in your social media. Go to social media and see who you like and see who liked you and send them that text message. Or if you're brave enough, send them the video. Think about how you would respond to that. Would you ignore it? Would you be like, hey, thanks, I'm not interested? Or would you genuinely
It just breaks up the monotony of just the likes. Like let me like what they post. There's nothing personal with that, right? And Gil, what you want to do is do the video instead of sending a regular message, right? Is that what you're doing? You're sending a video?
I'm just sending a video. So we started this with, hey, let's just send this text out. Just send them a text, right? And I'll be honest with you, myself saying that I'm not a good texter. Like I text with one finger. Like so I see some of you guys texting and you're like, I'm not that guy, right? My thumbs take a little bit around. I'm just thumbing it around and stuff like that. And I overthink it and stuff like that. But I can't overthink such an easy script. Hey man, I see what you're doing on your brand. Like I hope you're crushing it, man. I was like, keep rocking it. What's your plan for 2026? I'd love to hear. And my intention is to try to send it in 10 seconds because when I'm sending it by text message, which I'm not using any fancy system for this, it's just a text message. It won't be chopped up.
Yeah,
It's
and
small.
Chris has
They'll
a question
consume.
about like, hey, send your video that you created. It's not like a produced thing,
No,
right? He
this is
doesn't have
literally
studio
me.
lights up and a script going through the screen or anything like that. It's like a 15-second.
Yeah, I try to do it less than 10, right? Because I don't want anybody to see like 23 seconds and be like, oh, I don't want to open this up, right? So 10 seconds, right? And especially I don't care where I am. I don't care what the lighting is because when you're doing something from the heart, it's gratitude, and you're just lifting somebody up. They don't judge that. There's no judgment on gratitude, right? To be very frank with you, it doesn't matter where you're at. You can do it from a desk. You can do it just from your couch. You can do it right now. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to judge that, and it's probably more authentic if it's not staged, right? If it's not perfectly lighted. All right, I want to start off with some blessings here. That was my blessing. I want to let you know that uh, I took our own advice as a group and said, hey, I'm going to put this in place, and I'm just going to keep sending these videos out and keep sending these text messages out. And what I found out was the more I put outreach, the more I get to do the one thing I like to do. Right? I may not love outreach, but I love talking to somebody face to face or on the phone and about their business and how we can help them in EXP. I don't like putting fish on the fishing hook. It's slimy, right? I'm afraid I'm going to get hooked sometimes, but I love pulling them up, right? So sometimes you got to put the bait on the hook and get past that portion. Just wipe your hands off if that makes you that uncomfortable and start pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. For a lot of you guys, you don't have enough things in the water to pull up. But I guarantee you, if you had something about in front of you, and all you had to do is tell them about EXP, and you just opened up the EXP University, the calendar of events going on. I looked at the calendar this morning, Vincent, and they have the BAM sessions, they've got agent attraction sessions in there, but they have the AI automations and I was like, man, there's some pretty cool stuff happening inside there. In fact, let me
Yeah, the cool thing about this AI thing is I thought it was like one of the fast attract, fast cap things where it's like you have, 6 weeks. So this is weekly. It's 8 weeks. But what's cool is any of us could jump into the classes. They're recorded, they're in EXP University. So if you guys have missed the last 2 weeks, you could jump in and take them right now. Fantastic courses.
all right, I'm going to give some bonus points for anybody in the call who can tell me when is the next EXP Explained done by EXP Realty.
That was a good one. Hmm.
You guys are agent attractors, right? If you guys make some text messages and calls, you might want to invite them to be on a call with you. Or hey, they're actually doing an EXP Explained today at, well, let's open up that EXP calendar and you'll see that it's right here for 2:30 Eastern time.
Good to know.
EXP Explained. It's a virtual event right there in the calendar. You'll also see in there the big agent meetings, the AI accelerator class, which that one I'm going to be on. It's next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. It's AI accelerator, AI plus automations and vibe coding. I know this whole new vibe coding thing is pretty cool. You know what? And I think whatever's cool to me, I'm going to invite somebody. Hey man, are you doing that AI stuff? Have you heard about that vibe coding stuff? Dude, I'm going to a class online on Tuesday, November 11th. Are you interested in watching that with me? Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to do a little bit of a mastermind about AI with people who don't know AI. And if you don't know how to do AI, I'm going to a class, and then what I want to do is just all of us get together and hold each other accountable. Is that cool? Josh, could you see yourself talking to 6 or 7 people and 8 people and say, hey, who's interested in learning AI? I'm not teaching it. I'm just interested in learning it too. So here's what I want to do. There's this vibe class. I don't know, man. It's above my head. It's AI automation, stuff like that. I want to watch the class with 6 or 8 people that don't know much about AI that want to commit to learning AI for 2026. Dude, the class is right there. Don't try to overthink agent attraction. Agent attraction today is the easiest it's ever been. You now have a brand that is the best brand in the marketplace. You've got the three things that every agent wants, right? They want training, we've got it. They want support, they got it. And they want leads, we got it, right? We got leads, we've got cultivation, we got CRMs. Which CRM do you want? Pick from 4, right? You want a mastermind about those? No problem, right? So it's never been easy. Thanks for putting that up, the calendar in there. But it's never been easier to invite someone to an event. I think for me, AI is probably the language I'm going to be speaking in 2012 from here on, right? Most of you guys should not be saying, I'm going to Google anything. That word should be out of your mouth, right? At this point right now, we should have an intimate relationship with our AI. By the way, I watched Phil do this a couple of weeks ago. If you guys haven't started a project on your AI on how to do agent attraction, right? You open up a project on your ChatGPT and say, hey, I want to be an agent attractor. I'm going to commit to recruiting X number. And you might be, Mike, thinking to yourself, well, I'm going to put 100 people in there. I'm going to put 100 people and I'm going to commit 2026. And then ask your ChatGPT, hey, I want you to think like a expert attractor in EXP Realty model. Ask me 20 questions so you can better understand who I am, which, by the way, when you start doing that, you realize, like, holy mackerel, this thing's learning a lot about you, and put me in a position to attract 20 people to EXP. And then, I said 100 people, 100 people to EXP, right? And the beauty behind the 100 number is you're really only going to have to attract 20 or 25, maybe 30, right? Which is only like 2 or 3 a month. Because if you do that right, they're also going to attract people and you get to 100. No one recruits 100 people. Well, some people do, like Vincent Koo. But like what most people do is they introduce the company a few people, then introduce a few people, then introduce a few people, and then you get thousands. That's the game. Anybody got a blessing they want to share? I kind of skipped the word blessing, Vincent. I'm sorry. I just got so excited about the videos that we sent out last week, and I just wanted to just roll it. Who's got a blessing they want to share? Come on, light up. Let me hear. I need to hear somebody. If you guys don't give me a blessing, I'm just going to turn off the call right now. I want to hear a blessing.
I'm going to jump in for
Right,
a quick blessing. I did this event. I feel like I found a local co-sponsor running partner, and
That's awesome.
that just added to my attraction. It's been unbelievable. Like this guy, we're talking every day. He's like, what do you have for me? Hey, I just set up an appointment for you. Like this person is great for your team. Like we're attacking it. So what I think is important is for all of us to go out there and find that running partner. Somebody in your organization. If you don't have somebody, find somebody outside your organization, right? I wasn't even planning to like partner with this guy at the level that I'm partnering with him, but it's just I'm having fun, right? So if we can make this thing fun, it just changes the energy of everything.
100%. Who else has got a blessing they want to share?
I got a blessing.
Go ahead, Josh.
I just closed on a listing in Lake Mary. The seller, she's in the property management field, does like commercial properties in Atlanta, Georgia. And, she just has that charismatic, type of attitude. She's very outgoing, extrovert type of personality. So I was like, hey, have you ever considered doing real estate traditionally? She's like, actually, I have. So I helped her go through the classes. I'm trying to plug her into a top team. So she's actively getting licensed as we speak. So not just from agents, but you can always also get it from clients as well that kind of fit that description. So that's my blessing.
You know what? I'm always surprised that on the commercial side, like we don't talk enough about that. Have you guys seen the new EXP commercial website? Any agent can go through here and be plugged into the commercial incubator, right? And EXP commercial, the reason why they decided the design to disrupt is traditionally commercial has always been like, oh, I'm a commercial agent. I don't do residential, right? It's like, oh, that's below me, right? But you know what EXP real residential agents are understanding? Oh, I can do commercial. I can do both, right? Or I can partner with a commercial agent. If you ever had an agent who does commercial right now and you want to show them about our EXP commercial site and what we do as a organization where they can go into a mastermind group of other nationwide EXP commercial agents, and by the way, have world-class tools for significantly less. I'm talking thousands of dollars less. Like most traditional commercial brokerages charge insane fees. And by the way, there's no capping in the commercial world because they don't believe in that, right? So when you talk to somebody who's doing commercial and you show them what they can do with EXP commercial, it's a game changer. It's probably a bigger game changer than EXP residential because most residential companies operate very similarly. But I can tell you in the commercial world, this is something revolutionary. So if you just introduce them to this and say, hey, just check this out. Just want to see what your thoughts are about this. And you can see our numbers on the commercial side, like it's ridiculous. So I just wanted to share that with you because a lot of people overlook the opportunity as an agent. They can start taking advantage of commercial, but you can start recruiting commercial, which is awesome too.
Great tip. Appreciate that.
All right. Was I sharing? Did you guys even see my screen?
Yeah, we saw it.
All right. Who else
Get
got
another
blessing?
win. Come on.
I mean,
I'll share mine.
I got two properties under contract this week, so it's good win for me.
Let's go on.
And I hope that's the one with me too, right? Or that's the third
No,
one?
that's another. I have another accepted offer in the studio with Chris too, but that one is not the one I counted. So I just got other two properties in Woodhaven
Let's
under
go.
contract.
Yeah, so right next to Juan, I got two new listings that I always throw him some great buyers. But I also want to announce that I think this will be a good win for me is I was nominated for the president for NARUB in South Queens. And with the sponsors I have, they buy tickets for me to invite good agents. So I think that will help me more to invite more and give value to agents and invite them to events. So I think that was a good win this week for me.
Awesome. Congrats.
Hey,
Thanks.
I actually would like to help you a little bit more with that. We've had some incredible people come out of NAREP and do some amazing recruiting. Chris, I'm asking you, do you know maybe some of the top agent attractors that came from NAREP?
I know.
Franny, if
I
you
know
could kill
EX.
my share screen, if for some reason my share screen won't turn off. So Franny, if you could just like override that and turn it off, it would be great. So who do you know that's a NAREP nationwide?
I know. I bump into Rebecca a few times. I saw her at the
That's one
National
of
in
my
San
top ones.
Diego.
One of them.
I can't remember. We just finished having a Northeast national event in Philly this week, and again, it was a lot. I mean, I was the first one there and the last one there, and all I did was network. I did bump into a few people at EXP. I saw the name. I can't remember I saw the logo. I don't remember the names of the people, but again, I think it's a huge value.
There's been some I've never been involved in NAREP, but I've always appreciated what NAREP stands for, right? So, home ownership for Latinos and bridging the gap for them. And I'm a big believer in owning the asset. But Leo came from NAREP.
Yeah, Leo was president.
Veronica came from NAREP. So you're now in a funnel that there's a big expectation, Chris, that this is your year to grow because you're going to be around some agents from all different pieces, and now you have an authority spot right there. This is an incredible win for you. I told I put it against my team right now. Like this is the year to be part of a board. Everybody write that down. This is the year to be part of a board or a committee. Like in my market, we've got if you're younger, you would maybe try to get into 35 under 35 and talk to somebody who's already been in there and ask them, what they did to get in there. It's super important you do that because sometimes it's more of a networking thing than just production. Be part of your local board, whether it's a grievance committee or recruiting or whatever positions they have available for you. NAREP. Tell me some other ones, Vince.
I'm going tonight to a gala for the Chinese American Real Estate Association.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm getting honored for an award. And you know what I was thinking? I was like, man, I hope they don't ask me to be a part of a board. And then now you're,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So if some of you guys are thinking that stuff, um, then you're just like me, because that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to put myself out there. But listen, I see the value in it, right?
Yeah,
I
what
see the
I
value in
think
the network, and not only being a part of the organization, but being a part of the leadership within the organization. That is what Gil's talking about,
what
right?
does
Don't
Tony say about proximity?
Proximity is power. It's everything, right? So I mean, it's you're right. And when you said it, I was like, I was shameful of my thoughts.
Hey, hey, Never has now become international. So our next international event will be in Spain, which is like, and
Wow.
it's get reimbursed, and we get reimbursed as president. So that's like,
Listen, how well
and
does
we're
that align with our company, right?
it I mean, being that we're international and we're Spanish, and we're in like what, at least 15 Spanish countries, it builds a lot. I think it's amazing. It's really helpful, and it teaches us how to get sponsors and even recruit agents too when they hear that we're in different countries. So that's my advantage. Hey, not only we're in Spain, but we could also recruit in Spain and do deals in Spain. Well, actually, I have 3 deals in Spain that I was referred to from Spain. So it's really I don't know why Spain is attracting me a lot.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Who else has something you want to share? They're shy this morning, Vince.
Hey, we're supposed to be talking about some automation in our attraction. And
Okay.
that's I don't want to miss that opportunity, and I think that we all have to do it, right? But and it's just like our real estate business and how we try to apply automation in our real estate business. We should do that here in our attraction business, right? It's it should be your assistant, not your replacement. Okay. So I'm wondering what everybody's doing in terms of automation in their attraction business.
Hmm.
What tools are you using?
I
How
can
is it
jump in.
helping?
I'll jump in. Tools we're using for attracting as it relates to events are the same ones you're using, like Luma. I just came from ZillowCon. I can probably drop the code somewhere. Now texting Betty through the Follow Up Boss app has a direct texting situation where they're basically engaging with clients consistently. It's a Zillow product, and so that's cool. Another thing that I'm using, not so much on the attraction side. I mean, we're using a three-way dialer, triple line dialer, Mojo. What ends up happening, if you don't know what that is, it calls 3 lines at the same time. Reaching out to somebody, whoever picks up, you're directly connected. If 2 people pick up at the same time, what ends up happening is it leaves a message, hey, can I call you back? Can I call you back? And then it directly, prompts you to the next one. And so we're experimenting with just like raw outbound. I know you received some calls, I guess, accidentally, through the VAs, to not only see if they're interested in, ever thought about switching brokerages, but then also inviting them to the events. So we're doing obviously a lot of events, and that's hot. Also, there's another tool that we're using. It's called Spark Hire. It's kind of like a one-way interview. I think Veronica Figueroa originally is the reason why I found it a couple of years ago when she was using it, but it's a one-way interview kind of platform for either new hires or agents, depending on kind of like how you want to funnel them. So those are some of the tools that we're using.
That's awesome. Like you just gave us your whole tech stack, and
Yeah,
you know what's great, Des, it's like all of the things that you're using for attraction, you could use for your real estate business as well. Right? So it's just, it allows you to multiply that return on your investment.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we're doing more events in the office here. We're doing, I'm hiring somebody on Monday that's going to be specifically involved with recruiting. We did onboard a couple agents this week through the event at the New York Expo. I think you referred them to it. I mean, not think, you did. And there's another random couple of them in the pipeline. So, you know, it's about churning them through.
Awesome.
I'm doing a lot of work with Slack as it relates to communication, and my VAs are managing a lot of the onboarding process. So I don't have to hear from them. And that's pretty much what it is.
That's it, right? So, I mean, it's as basic like Luma, TextBetty, Mojo Dialer, Spark Hire. What else, guys? Free ones, Calendly.
I will be honest
How
with you
about
guys.
CRM? How about the 4 CRMs that EXP gives you? That's like a free way to put all, if that's where you're managing your real estate business, that's where you should be managing your attraction business.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. You know, I'm a big believer, use what you got, right? All of you guys have a CRM, right? And some of you guys use your CRM better than others. Some of you guys are using, you know, Bold Trail or Follow Up Boss or whatever. Like, you're using it for your clients. Just open up a new pond and don't overthink it. For those of you guys who have teams, can I just tell you, like, you have such a competitive advantage to be able to say, hey, I'm just going to go in there and create a pond. My pond is called Close Agents, right? So those are deals that the team has already closed. When they close, we put them in there into that pond, and they get a email once a week, going in there and just saying, hey, here's some value. Thanks for doing business with us. We never forget you. Daga, daga, daga. We went in ChatGPT and say, hey, can we create a nurture for us? And it's just going out there. And we started like 4 or 5 months ago. And, you know, we get people responding to that. Like, the thing is, and I hear about it, when you think about like the biggest, best players, these guys are sending out 1 million emails, right? Now, the truth of the matter is, like, people aren't reading 1 million emails. But the right person is, right? That person who's like, I remember this guy. I'm aligned with this person. And they go through there, right? I remember these guys. Oh, I did a great deal with this person. So just take your ponds that you've got built into your systems and just start creating messaging for them. And and it's just bait. And you just can't have enough bait out there in the water. And especially right now where people are realizing the truth. Here's the truth. Like, if you don't do a deal in the next, let's say 25 by 7, 12 days. If you don't have a deal, closing in the next 12 days, there's no money for Christmas.
You're done for the year.
That's it. There's 12 days left to have a deal closed before Christmas. And then, by the way, that's going to be tough too, because, people, title companies take off days and stuff like that. So you're like really trying to get a deal under contract and get it ready to close by December 23rd. Right? This is action time, guys. There's never been a week that's more important than this week of the year. So what I'm telling you right now is that there's people out there who may be struggling for that deal, that would say, you know what, I need to be in an environment like yours, a winning environment. Many of you guys need to kind of understand our value proposition. Just go on that 2:30 call today on EXP Explain it and know how easy it is to put somebody in front of that. If you experience it first and you see value, you're going to invite somebody to it. Right? What I find is most people don't invite people to the first EXP con, but they always invite them to the second. Right? The first one, they go by themselves because they're trying to check it out. And then the second was like, man, I wish I had people there. So they start inviting people for the next one. Same thing with this. Go do the EXP Explain today, 2:30 with your and watch it. If you have the courage to invite somebody in there too, go do that. But if you want to have an agent attraction business, then you've got to be able to say, you know what, I put hours into my agent attraction business and I get results. If the only thing you're doing for agent attraction is this 45 minutes, you're just kind of watching, you can't expect your agent attraction model to have any kind of meat on it, right? You got to put yourself in a position to take some action to get the results you want. But I use the CRM I'm already doing. So I use Follow Up Boss because I'm already opening it up anyway. And I keep adding to my pond, close client or just agent attraction. I just keep putting people, and I put them on emails. Once in a while, if I see something special, I look back in my CRM and I pull them up and I call them right from the CRM. Some of you guys are in your CRM every single day. Some of you guys need to figure out your password, right? but like use what you got before you go out there and spend a bunch of money. Once you start doing some agent attraction, then you're going to invest. I saw Agent Builder Pro, right? If you go to gilkinhelp.com, I have Agent Builder Pro. If you want to watch the 9-minute video that they have out there, I use that. I use Cordit AI. It's probably one of my favorite tools because, and by the way, Vincent, I went and sat down with Mia from Cordit, and I did 2 times now a personalized coaching call with her. Find Mia, and holy mackerel, I was not using that system right. So Mia's awesome. She's like their rep, and I could never get my phone to link to the system. Now I can text from my phone. And for me, that was just like so like amazing to be able to do that, because I can just press the Cordit AI button.
That's my
and
action item.
and it comes up with the text message for me based on the things that they're doing. The AI is so smart. And by the way, you can also program it, and it remembers things about your messaging. So it like my signature lines and stuff like that on emails like that. It's once you learn how to use it, you're like, woo, this is nice. So use the tool you already got, but use it at a higher level. Get some help. We did the thing 3 feet from gold, and everybody knows about this 3 feet from gold, and there's 3 big principles, and everybody remembers the first 2, right? The first one is like, just don't quit, be persistent, right? Like most of you guys are within 2 feet of gold. You've been in EXP long enough, you know how amazing it is. It's like, and you've got some credibility in the marketplace. But I'm gonna skip to the third one, which is seek mentorship. That guy who was 3 feet from gold, like he should have went to somebody and said, hey, listen, I know there's gold down there. Like, and he could have talked to a geologist and found out that gold was 3 feet away from where he was. Instead, he gave up and gave all his tools to somebody else, and they took advantage of that. You guys just need to go in there and seek some help. How do I use it at an even higher level? That's what I'm looking to do right now. I'm not looking to learn something super new. I'm looking to do what I'm doing and do it even better. So I'm masterminding. I'm talking to people. Hey, how are you doing this? I'm tweaking, right? And just doing it and doing it and doing it. You're on mute, Vince.
Still on BombBomb?
I don't run BombBomb anymore, only because I blew it up when I changed my team. But my team is like begging me to bring it back, so I may run it back right now. But I've been using just traditional text message videos where I create the video and then I just send the video. And
Everybody has their own Calendly, like free version, right? That's something that we all need, right? So it's not something that we have to pay for. It's available to us. For us, Icon and Cappers, we have Fixer AI. That's automation. That's scheduling. That's AI note taking, and it's paid for, right? They're rewarding us producers. So go out there and get that stuff set up.
Chris, I got you. You want to know where the link is? I'm going to put it in the chat. Just so you know that it's all on eventscalendar.exprealty.com.
Yeah, and if you guys have the sign up link for Fixer AI, for any of you guys that are capped, right? Whether you're on a team or not on a team, if you've capped, take advantage of Fixer AI. It's something that EXP gives you guys. We have some sort of ownership or partnership with them. And I just want to make sure that you guys take advantage of it. It saves us a ton of times with responses to our emails, notes from Zoom meetings, and even has its own Calendly type application. Yeah, that My EXP thing they're doing. So I was sitting down with Leo, and he's like, you know what I want EXP to be? He's like, how I want people to interact with EXP. And he pulled out this phone and he just had that the talk to GPT button pulsating. He's like, this is how I want him to do it in the future. In the very near future. He's like, I want you to access everything with just regular language. You don't have to connect email or text or anything. Just pick up your phone and press that button and that's it. And have access to everything. right? That's his vision. He's working towards it. He's like, it cannot happen fast enough. So it's nice. They want you guys to move fast as well.
Started cheating while we were doing this. I'm like, you know what? Let me open up my follow-up boss and put somebody in there. I forgot to put somebody in there. So I just adding a lead into my system, right?
Listen,
Just
I
adding.
don't mind that because that's action. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just sit around and we listen to these things and we don't get anything done. And it's, sometimes it's like pause from the meeting and go do it. Go sign up for hub.exprealty.com if you guys haven't done that profile yet, right? Because what's going to happen is this meeting's going to end and you're going to get busy and you're going to forget to do it and there's no movement. If you don't have Calendly set that up. All of these links on the side, pick one, set it up now. Right? That's getting into activity. That's action. And when you're on there, reach out, connect to one of us. Anybody heard that people might be moving out of New York?
I'd love to hear your opinion on that.
Might be good to connect with some New York realtors, guys. Right?
Or places to go outside of New York. Hey.
Right. So so think about it. How are you going to do that? Are you going to do it on Slack, which I guess EXP is going to be sunsetting? Or are you going to get into this new system, this hub that they're creating and communicate through there? Or can you connect and take your communication outside of those platforms? Get on Instagram, get on Facebook, get text connected. That's all part of the reasons for these calls as well, is so that we could connect outside of just the Zoom screen, right? So make sure, find a name and connect with them, right? Reach out to them, set up your hub and find them on there and send them a note. Send me a note. We got 5 minutes left. How do you want to spend it?
Who's got a question? Maybe you're working on somebody that you need help with. Let's just think tank a few people. Who's in your market that you're trying to recruit or that you've been recruiting for a while? Maybe you just be like, man, I just had the spirit kind of just talk to me. It's like, man, I got to do something. What is it that you want to accomplish? Like, let's just chat for a minute. So unmic yourself, just get and start talking, and we'll see if we can solve some problems.
I have somebody that I'm sorry, I need this everybody's advice on this. Okay. When you have an agent producing and they're stuck because they have a deal that they need to close or a couple of deals that they need to close, how do you move that forward without leaving it there and kind of letting them get stuck with another deal and another deal and another deal, right? Because if you're a producing agent, transactions happen. What do you think? Somebody give me some advice on that.
So the question is, how do you work with an agent who's got a lot of business right now and transition them in?
Yeah, they're ready to go. Listen, Vincent, I made my decision. My only issue is I've got a couple deals and my broker's a jerk.
Yeah, and you're always going to have couple deals.
Are they a team or are they an individual agent?
Let's say individual agent.
No. I would ask, what do you have to lose if you move now? I mean, Charles Rotenberg keeps your deals. I think exit reduced your commission. But if you do the numbers, hey, you lose 10% there, but you'll gain everything else, what you're bringing forward now. You'll get more. That was one challenge I had.
Last communication was they were uncertain. And I said, let's get that certainty. First of all, let's go to the broker and let's say that we want to stay together. We don't want to separate. Right? So why don't you get together and let's meet and see if we could do this all together. right? Because I want to do this with you. I don't want to leave you. I've been with you for so long. And see where he stands on that. And if he's not open to that, then find out, hey, listen, if I leave, what's going to
Yeah,
come?
I would probably always recommend getting the help of your state director or a state growth director, and just say, hey, you know what? Let's explore what this looks like. This is a challenge. I can understand why you could be hesitant, but I don't want you to hold yourself back, right? I don't want your old brokerage to be an anchor to your new opportunity. Do you mind if I just get a growth director who they deal with this stuff all the time? And let's see if we can think tank an exceptionally great way to transition you so you get to both worlds, right? Just bringing them to somebody else and saying, hey, listen, these guys do this all the time. Let's see if we can come up with an exceptionally awesome solution for this. And I was like, why don't we get on the call together, right? So I definitely think bringing the call to someone else, and what's going to happen is that third person is going to go through there and ask some situations well, what do you stand to lose? If you could gain this, and you have this behind you, I was like, how do you feel about that? Like, you're always going to have a deal holding you back, right? How long do you want to suffer? I find that when someone else is looking at it from a third party, they came to see the cracks. And sometimes we're emotionally attached to the person that we just want them to go, that we don't have the right words for it. But a third person who doesn't see it that way, Vince, usually can help out a lot, right? They'll just ask them questions, right?
My goal is to see if the broker would be open-minded.
I think that shows a lot to an agent when the broker clause come out when you're thinking of leaving. Because personally, I spoke to you before joining EXP that I was leaving, and you didn't threaten me with anything. You just said, Chris, I got something better coming. Can you wait another month? And then you introduced me to EXP. You didn't like other brokerages. You leave, I'll take all your listings, I'll ban you, I'll block. No. So that might help you if the broker is uncooperative and they'll be like, wait a minute, this guy's really not who I thought he was. So sometimes that could help if the broker is not cooperative on the other side.
Yeah, it's nice to see, and I do want them to find out, right? But it's all good advice. I will speak to the growth director. I haven't even put these people in front of her. Gil, let's wrap this up, man. Let's use this last 15 minutes.
I would say if there's one thing you can do right now, is do one thing, right? And don't overcomplicate this. I'm a big believer in keeping things very simple. From your heart, think of that person, those two people that you can take action right now. The reason why we finish at 9:45 is so you have no freaking excuse. You're not going into another meeting. You get 15 minutes to make an impact in your business. In 15 minutes, could you send 2 text messages, 3 text messages? How many could you send? Could you pull up your 100 list and make a heartbound call? Could you open up your CRM and start sending out some messages? Dude, I've sent that like 6 while we're talking, right? I'm actually was on another screen doing a ChatGPT message, and it's like, help me create a message for this girl who I've talked to. I have her right at the edge, and she still hasn't joined. I don't want to be too pushy, but I just want to create a message that says, hey, I'm here for you if you need me, blah, 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 right? So send, right? And like, just don't overthink it. Challenge yourself to put some. I'm gonna actually up the challenge because we got some superstars here. 5 outbound messages, text message, videos, email. I don't care, right? You cannot catch something without bait on the hook. I want you to put 5 pieces of bait in the water. If they're hungry, they're going to eat it. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys.
Let's end
Happy
it.
hunting. Talk to you guys soon.
Take care, everyone. Happy Friday.